What's up, you guys? It's Tim Trevathan again here, and I want to tell you about what this current market means for sellers. If you've seen my last video on the market crashing here in Metro Atlanta, I alluded to what this means for buyers, which I covered in another video up in the link above, as well as what I want to cover now, which is what this market means for sellers. So let's go ahead and dive into it. We talked about buyers, but what does this mean for sellers? Well, as you can see in my last example there, 44 days on market, and then we still haven't gotten a buyer, and it's had 2 price decreases. Well, Tim, it's a bad time to sell, right? Well, not necessarily. In fact, what I've noticed in the last 3 months is that there has been a surge of sellers coming into the market, new listings, as we saw with active listings at an all-time high. But it's not just that. I had past clients that bought just 2 or 3 years ago, and they're calling me up and saying, Tim, we're ready to sell. And some of the main reasons why is, one, they want to cash out their equity. Some are deciding to rent for a year or 2 and then re-enter the market when they have more money saved or when interest rates come down. The other reason is that some are just moving out of state and going to another place, another city, another state to move to. And quite frankly, some say that we're just topped out in the market in terms of the price. And I want to say this, it's possible that we have topped out temporarily. What I'm expecting is not a crash, in my opinion. I believe we're going to see a price adjustment, a minor housing correction. And when I say correction, I'm talking about possibly 5 to 8% in the price correction of the homes that are for sale. Now, if we think about the past year being 24% increase in home values, then an 8% decrease doesn't sound all that bad. And I think once things start to settle in terms of the interest rate coming at a balance where it's not spiking too high or spiking too low, it's just kind of balanced out, the general public, I believe, is going to see this as the new norm. They're going to accept this as the new market norm, and some are going to re-enter into the market to look to buy. So as a seller, it's going to take you longer to sell, yes, but if you are in the market to sell, there's still opportunity to cash out your equity. But here's the key approach that I want to tell if you are looking to sell. If you're looking to sell, if you put your home on the market for a certain price, and in the first week you get no showings, then you know that you've overpriced quite a bit. If you put your home on the market and you get a lot of showings but no offers, then you know that you're kind of in the right ballpark, but it's still high in price. But if you priced it in such a way where in the first 7 days you do get showings and offers, then you know you've priced the home correctly. And so when I'm working with my clients who are sellers, this is what I'm telling them now when I go on a listing appointment, I meet them at their house, is I say, look, the market that we're in now is not anything like we saw 3 or 4 months ago. It's been that fast of a change. And I want to give you a good example. Let's take a look right here. This is a condo in Duluth that I'm actually currently under contract with, and it's at 1711 Beaumont Circle. And this is a condo subdivision, and it's located in Duluth, and it is the most affordable price point in all of the city of Duluth, located in Gwinnett County. So you would think if the homes that people can most afford are the cheapest, and this is the cheapest, then surely this is going to have multiple offers, even though the interest rates have gone up to 5.5%, and we've seen a rock solid competitive market for so long. Well, think again. This one, we ended up pricing for $10,000 less than the last home that sold here at 1713 Beaumont Circle. It's the exact same floor plan, 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom condo, and it sold in May. So this was just about 2.5 months ago, sold for $290,000. We decided to price ours $10,000 less, not $10,000 more, $10,000 less. And lo and behold, we ended up getting an offer, but you want to know how many offers we got? You're probably thinking maybe 5 to 10 still in over asking price. No, we only got 1 offer, and it was the asking price. And you can see here, there's another one that was pending at 1619 Beaumont Circle who did the same thing. They anticipated the market shift and they priced it accordingly by putting it $10,000, roughly $10,000 less than the last one that sold. So guys, if you're in the market to sell, you got to understand that it's not like a year ago where you say, Tim, I'm looking to sell my house. What should we list it at? Let's just list it for this price. 800,000. All right, multiple offer situation, 20 offers over asking price. No. And so, because we're seeing less buyers, you have to price the home correctly. So this brings me to my last question that some of you may have. What can we expect to see in the next 6 months from here with the housing market, particularly here in Metro Atlanta? Well, guys, I made some predictions back in January and February that were in line with Redfin's predictions, one of being the interest rate, where I thought it would go into the high threes by the end of the year. And we quickly found out that wasn't the case. I thought it would be 3.7% by the fall of 2022 this year. Instead, we saw 5.5%, even as high as 6.2% in the month of April. So for me to try to predict the next 6 months would be difficult, and I couldn't tell you for sure. But what I do think is that we're seeing a cooling in the market that's going to continue. We're going to see a rise in the active listings for sale and homes coming down in price again, possibly as much as 8%, that will start to balance itself out at the end of the year. So if you're looking to buy, now might actually be a good time. If you're okay with that interest rate being higher, as long as you qualify, you find the house that you like, and then you buy it and live in it for the long term, then refinance later. If you're a seller, look to sell now so you can cash out. Some of you may be too late to get the max amount. You have to be okay with that. Look at the last 2 years and see, well, I've had equity grown substantially. So really, I can't complain with the amount of equity I can cash out. Hope this video was helpful. I'm going to do more, and don't forget to subscribe because I want to cover a whole bunch of other real estate content like this and about the local real estate in Georgia, especially in Atlanta and Gwinnett County, in Forsyth and Fulton and all the other surrounding counties. So don't forget to subscribe.